call to the honourable member for Menzies.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. Gas producers have warned that the Prime Minister's deal with the Greens will create more hurdles and reduce investments in new gas projects. With new projects facing the axe, which will increase energy costs, and IEMO warning Victorians face gas shortages this winter, when will this out-of-touch Prime Minister admit this deal with the Greens will make a bad situation worse for Australian families and Australian businesses?
I give the call to the Prime Minister.
I thank the member for Menzies for his question about the safeguard mechanism, which is being debated in the Senate as we speak, and that I expect there to be a majority of senators to vote for. We have entered into good faith discussions across this parliament. Across this parliament, those opposite chose not to be involved. Chose again to be the observers of Australian politics rather than the participants in Australian politics. And they're asked about what industry has had to say about what has been announced.
The Minister for Infrastructure.
The Business Council of Australia have said this: business welcomes progress towards ending the impasse on climate and energy policy and delivering certainty about the future. Businesses agree that we can't make the same mistakes as the past by letting ambiguity and uncertainty undermine progress. Australia needs a credible, durable framework to reach its climate targets and grow the economy. The Australian Industry Group, Innes Willox, said this: it's a good deal. Overall, industry will view the announced deal with some relief that pragmatism and reasonable compromise have prevailed. This gives industry the certainty it needs to make the investments it needs to both keep the lights on and industry moving. And the Australian Chamber of Commerce said this: we welcome the certainty the agreement will bring. The certainty the agreement will bring. And the Australian Pipelines and Gas Association said this: APGA welcomes the certainty of the reformed safeguard mechanism, which will help Australia reach its emission reduction targets faster. That's what we have to say.
The Leader of the Nationals will cease injecting or will be warned.
No wonder, Mr Speaker, that the member for Bass had to say this. I'm utterly exasperated by the lack of engagement from my own side to come to the table and engage in a constructive conversation about how the safeguard mechanism could be improved. Now, the Deputy Leader of the Opposition says, how is this relevant comment from one of her own backbenchers? Well, I tell you what. I tell you what is relevant is that we are getting on with the job of delivering. Those opposite could try and get anywhere near this, anyone who lives anywhere near the seat of Aston, unlike their candidate for Aston, anyone who lives anywhere near it is...
The Prime Minister's time has concluded.